Okay, so apparently I missed another breakable wall somewhere in this room. And that's hiding a secret that I missed. I just read that it was to the right of the False Knights Arena, so I'm assuming it's around here. Definitely not that. I'm assuming it is marked as a breakable wall like most of them have been. I suppose it didn't actually say that it was in the same room, just to the right of the arena. So it might be in the previous room. Also, apparently, when the gates shut when you're fighting the False Knight, apparently if you progress through the fight enough, this gate ends up becoming weakened enough that you can actually bust through it. I don't know if I mentioned that before at some point when returning here, but that's a cool little detail. Don't know why you'd bother with it, because, you know, if you're fighting the False Knight, you're gonna want to kill him. But it's cool that they added that. Okay, so there's definitely nothing along this wall, so it must... Yeah, okay, there's actually a pretty big empty spot on the map. It might be further back in this room. I'll check here and then check back in the arena. There's a few places I'm thinking it could be. I think I found it. That one is actually pretty well hidden, mainly because it's a lot smaller than the others. And from where it's positioned, you end up going further up, but, you know, usually when you break these, you just go directly to the side when they're in the walls like that. And so it doesn't look like this would, there'd be enough space here, but there is. That's pretty well hidden. Oh wow, and you're actually protected from the orange goo somewhat here. Looks like you also need the crystal heart if you want to get through. Oh, yep, there's a whole area up here. I am so glad I decided to go for 100% completion with this game. So much content is so well hidden, and I would have just missed all of it. Oh wow, we actually have another one of these arenas again, where you fight a bunch of regular enemies. I haven't encountered one of these, I think, since the very first time I went through the Forgotten Crossroads. I figured they were going to be like a big feature of the game, but nope, they only show up like once or twice. I think they might have shown up a few other times, I'm just forgetting them, but yeah, they don't show up nearly as often as you'd think. Or as I thought. Apparently the little guys don't count towards the locks on the door. They must be so sad. Glowing womb. Breed. Okay then, I'll just leave you to that. Let's see what that does. Drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. The hatchlings have no desire to eat or live and will sacrifice themselves to protect their parent. So your soul is drained at the cost of you having options. That could be useful. I might check that out, or I might not. I'm at a late enough stage in the game that I really don't feel like experimenting with charms unless I really need to. Such as when I was trying to get through the third trial. I just kind of want to collect everything and make it through to the end. But, now that I have all of the charms, I should be able to return to Salubra, that's that one merchant's name, and acquire what I assumed was a charm, although it doesn't actually seem to have a place on the inventory, so maybe it's something else. Hey there, Salubra. How's it hanging? Yep. Time to receive their blessing. My dear, a blessing for you. With your excessive patronage and those startling good looks, you've more than earned it. It's all I ever could have wanted. I like how the item soundbite is a little bit warped. Receive Salubra's blessing, a boon bestowed by charm lover Salubra. Those blessed are followed by beauty and love. Well, that's not very explanatory now, is it? Yes. I hope my blessing brings you everything you desire. Don't be a stranger, sweetums. Alright, no new dialogue. So yeah, I received an achievement called Blessed, but I have no idea what that actually does. Does it show up on my inventory anywhere? It does not appear to. Well, maybe I'll figure that out in time. Okay, so the next thing I missed is back here in the resting grounds, this little secret area that's behind a breakable wall. Turns out there's another breakable wall right here. This is one I really should have seen. The cracks are in such stark relief, since it's basically like a light blue on black, but somehow I still missed it. I'm not very good at peeling my eyes. And all the way over here, we have a bench. Might as well rest at it. One should rest at every bench they come across. Oh, hello there. Ah, Mehon, this world, this cruel, sinful world. Why does Che wake? Why does Che persist? Ah, Lemaire, you could not know of tragedy as complete as Che's. True lovers stripped apart, two worlds that could not meet. And now, my led lover, dead so long in time, dead so far away. Buried, Moina, aye, amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest of this, I can't do it justice, you read it yourself. Anyway, I've looked up a little more as to the details of this than the other things because I had trouble finding its location. Basically, I need to deliver this flower to a certain gravesite. Someone who rests near the Queen's grave. So ultimately the goal is that one grave, which is mentioned as being the grave of the traitor child that's in the Queen's Gardens. However, it's not an easy journey. For the sacred flower is a rare, delicate object. Were I to hurt whilst carrying it, or attempt to ride the stag beast, it would be destroyed. So basically I have to get from all the way from here to there on foot without getting hit. This is not going to be easy, especially with my track record at avoiding damage in the past. But who knows, maybe I'll be able to do it in one, and I have no desire to see her thoughts. I've had enough time understanding her words, let alone her thoughts. Okay, so I don't know if I can make use of the tramways or not, because she only mentioned the stag beast, but I'm assuming the tramways would count as well. So I suppose the quickest path would be to go from here down through this pathway on the resting grounds, past the Blue Lake into the Forgotten Crossroads, through there, and then I would want to enter Green Path, and then travel down into the Queen's Gardens, and that would take me pretty close to where the grave is. It's roughly in the center of the screen from where I currently have the map positioned. Oh boy. Well, I have no idea if I can cheese this or not with the whole bench thing. I'm assuming that quitting and reloading wouldn't interrupt the quest. I mean, that's not really something they can have her mention because it would kind of break the fourth wall, which is not something that this game really likes to do. But I'm still assuming they would have like vaguely hinted at that, so I'm thinking that maybe I could rest at a bench nearby the grave, trek all the way here, pick up the flower, quit and reload, and then just, you know, have a very short hop over to the grave. But I'm gonna give it at least one honest college try before I attempt that. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to do it. And assuming I do, I'll keep it in. Well, I'll keep in everything up to either my success or failure, whichever ends up occurring. Wonder if I can spare me to death with magic. It's probably best to just pass by you without much issue. Use my magic where applicable to more easily deal with the enemies. I think there were some enemies across the lake, but... Oh! I never thought I'd see Quirrell again. Again we meet, my short friend. Here at last I feel at peace. Twice I've seen this world, and though my service may have stripped the first experience from me, I'm thankful I could witness its beauty again. Hallownest is a vast and wondrous thing, but with as many wonders as it holds, I've seen none quite so intriguing as you. Ha! My flattery returns only silent stoicism. I like that. I like that very much. Incredible. Oh, and I picked up an achievement for that. I think that might be one of the hidden ones. Oh. Oh, I can just sit with him. Hey, now this would be a good thumbnail if I actually felt like going through the effort of having a custom one for this. Maybe I will. This would actually also be a really good desktop background. If I remember, I might actually capture a high quality JPEG of this, if anyone wants to use that as their desktop desktop background. Why did I want to say backpaper? Wallpaper? Probably. I mixed the two words. To live in age, yet remember so little. Perhaps I should be thankful? All tragedy erased, I see only wonders. Speaking of wonders, I wonder if it's safe to blast across the lake. Because if I run into an enemy, I'm getting hurt, I'm getting hit, and that flower's gonna bust. Well, I'm close enough by, it's probably worth risking here. And honestly, if I do end up being accosted by enemies, if I have to just swim through the lake, I won't be able to make it past them without getting hit. So it was a risk I had to take, and a risk that worked out. Oh god, I'm not even like a 10% of the way through my journey. Oh, I have so much further to go. As long as I take it slow and carefully, I should be fine though. I have a lot of movement capabilities, a lot of offensive capabilities, especially of the ranged variety. I can do this as long as I don't make dumb mistakes. I wonder, would it actually be better to head into Fog Canyon and enter Queen's Gardens from that way? No, heading through from... well, Okay, I think actually... there is difficult... no, I don't want to head back into Fog Canyons. Too many difficult to avoid explosives there. Aside from the Venus traps, Green Path isn't all that dangerous. Yeah. In which case, I would want to head up, and then left across this pathway here. I'm gonna ignore enemies where I can as well. I feel like that's safer than trying to deal with them necessarily. If they're especially bad about bothering them, then yeah, I'll take them out, but otherwise, I'll leave them alone. Oh wait, I went the wrong direction, god damn it. I really should have thought to have equipped the compass. I need it more than ever here. Maybe next bench I happen across. I think if anything is likely to screw up this quest, it's probably gonna be surprise spikes. Spikes that I just happen onto out of nowhere because I didn't know they were there in advance and didn't think to look for them. If something's gonna ruin the quest, I'm predicting it's that. But hopefully it won't be ruined at all. Okay, now I want to go up. That was incredibly close, holy shit. And that was just a bog standard enemy from way back when too, jeez. At least I can kill stuff quickly. I'm just gonna hoard up on soul as much as it'll let me. I need as much as possible for my fireballs. Yep, make use of the camera pan. The game gave it to me for a reason. Yeah, this is the path left that I want to take. Oh, I forgot about this area. This may have not been a good path to tread down. Okay, no, the path back is actually fairly safe. Oh, that was close. I mean, really, it wasn't all that close, but it felt like it at the time. And feelings are what matter more than reality, you know? We live in a post-fact society. Just gonna let that blow up. Taking you from afar because you have that multi-range sky shot that I don't want to deal with. Gonna let you suicide harmlessly off the wall. Bingo. Wait, do I want to head up now? I think I do. Actually, you know what? There's a bench right over here. I'm gonna go equip that compass. That's gonna make my journey a lot easier. Swap off a charm that I equipped and really haven't made use of so far. The, what was it called? Nailmaster's Glow... Okay, well, I know what Salubra's Blessing does now. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm guessing that regenerates my soul when I rest at a bench. I can't confirm since I think I was already at max, but I think that's what that does, given the white particle effects. Anyway, yeah, let's swap off that since I haven't been making use of it, although I did test it out and it does shorten the charge up time by quite a bit. So I might use that when I go to fight the final boss. Having that Shovel Knight-like charge strike will probably help a bunch. But yeah, compass is definitely necessary here. Good. Now I won't get lost as much. Oh, I forgot about the stalactites. Well, for the most part they only show up in the crossroads, so if I can make it out of here without getting hit, I should be relatively safe from them. That's kind of a tall order though. Yeah, let's take the path up to Green Path, although making it past this room without getting hit will be tricky because of those flyers that drop that orange goop now. I have a hard time dealing with them. Hold on, there's one on the left side, isn't there? It keeps dripping down. I'm gonna wait for it to move to the right side before I advance. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh, this enemy shows up here now. I don't think I've come back here since the place got corrupted. Oh dear. Can't be missing. Can't be making simple mistakes like that. Those will be the death of me. At least I have immunity from the acid water. So that's one less thing I have to deal with. Alright, I'm in Green Path. Hopefully I don't get surprised by something. Oh boy. Because there is a fair amount of stuff in here that attempts to ambush you, so... Left, then down, then right, then down, then left, then down, then all the way left. I'll have to check the map several more times. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just gonna keep on moving, and... if I see anything shake, I'll try to get out of there even more quickly. That was so close. I think that's the best way of handling things. Because if I keep moving, something that tries to surprise me by hopping up out of nowhere will not be able to hit me. Theoretically, at least. Alright. Made it past one room unscathed. Made it past another unscathed. I'm doing good. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm actually doing awful, game. I'm just the worst ever, and I'm only surviving by sheer luck. Maybe that'll, reverse jinx me. wonder if I should visit the Bestiary Beast. I'm pretty sure I haven't completed the Bestiary yet because I haven't seen an achievement pop up for that. It's probably like a few enemy. I feel like I've probably met everything. Maybe I've missed one or two somewhere if they're well hidden. But even if I have met everything, I don't think I've killed some of the enemies enough times to actually get the more complete Bestiary entry. I'm not a fan that you need to kill them multiple times to collect the full entry. I think doing it just once should be enough. More than that, and it's just kind of busy work. Because there's no guarantee that you'll ever actually have to or want to fight them again. Yep, that's what I mean by moving away when I see rustling. Oh god, there's plenty of rustling though that's caused by me. Oh, you know what I only just realized? Those guys actually do show up, even if they are a bit camouflaged. They don't just pop up out of nowhere like I initially thought. That's cool. They're like little Rambos. Which means if I look closely enough, I can tell where they're there before they see me. Good. Now I'm a little bit more confident about my ability to survive without getting hit. Alright, left and then down. I gotta say, I do kind of like the onus that the quest puts me under. Not because of the tension, but because it forces me to go at a much slower pace than I usually do. Playing at this pace, the game is honestly very soothing. And the fact that I have no more hectic fights, because I've taken down all the bosses or mini-boss gauntlets, means that that calm pacing shouldn't ever be interrupted. And it's just, the game feels completely different when I do this. Okay, there's spitting plants here. I should just be able to run past them. I feel more confident about that than trying to rebound their shots, because if I miss even a single one of those rebound attempts, there goes the flower. As long as there's nothing else surprising me on the way, I should be fine. Alright. Most of the way through Green Path. Oop, that was close. Alright, I remember this room fairly well since, I believe, was this the one where I had to collect the essence? No, that's the one that's over to the left, I think. Yeah, I remember this one because of those asshole spitters. They are a very memorable enemy. At least for me. I don't have to worry unduly about the acid water, but I do still want to try to be careful. I might be able to charm across, but it's safer if I just do that. It's fine if I wait. It is fine if I drop in, yes, that doesn't ruin it. Let me just check my inventory. I'm assuming it would, like, pop up with a huge notice. Okay, yep, it's fine. Should probably read this description. Given to you by the Grey Mourner in the Resting Grounds. She has asked you to place it at the grave of her mantis lover in the Queen's Gardens. The flower is very fragile and will be destroyed if you take damage or ride the stagways. So yeah, tram probably would have been safe. In which case, I probably could have used that for an easier, a quicker route. But it is what it is, I'm already most of the way there. A pale being lays claim to the caverns ahead. I'm assuming it's referring to the White Lady. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Yeah, because she actively helped me with breaking the dream. The dream that the Dreamers, and probably some others, tried to force on Hallownest to keep it alive. Wait, were these the spiky dudes? Or these... Yes, yes they are. I'm going to be patient and wait for you to... That probably works. That's enough to kill you, and though you unleash your spikes on death, it's only at close range. Oh, whoa, that's interesting. So if I kill them with magic, that prevents them from doing the counterattack. That's pretty cool. Oh, I did not remember that there was one of those flying mantises down here. This was a bad way to enter from. And there's so much perilous platforming to do as well. Can I aggro it and bring it up here where it's easy to deal with? I might be able to do that. Perfect, okay. I'm good. There's another one down there that I'll likely deal with in a similar manner. Wait, but I don't have the soul. Ooh dear. Okay, good. Whew. I was a little bit worried, but I made it through. Yeah, I'm gonna take you out just to be safe, even if it may be a waste of soul. Okay, where to next? I need to go down. Oh, I remember this bit. It was a little bit of platforming. Oh dear. I have no choice but to go quickly through here. That was close. I nearly touched those thorns. Okay. Gonna take the chance to gather some soul. That'll probably help me in the next room. Oh, that was close. If I had jumped just a little bit higher there, I would have jumped right into those spikes, and that would have been it. No enemies around here, thankfully. Okay, I'm in the penultimate room. Just gonna murder you from a distance since I don't remember what you do. I think these guys just float around, but it doesn't hurt to be safe. Okay. For all I knew, they might explode on death, and I simply wasn't remembering that. So I took a risk there. Okay. Oh, I have... Wow, they are utterly cruel, the game designers. But... I did it. You're welcome. And, is that it? Because I was under the impression that I actually collected something for that. Oh, you know what? So I saw people referring to the reward for this quest as a soul vessel fragment, which confused me because there were only 3 extra soul vessels that you can have, and I've collected all of them, which means I couldn't have missed a fragment. I just assumed that they were mistakenly referring to a mask shard by a different name. But maybe it's the case that the game has it so that there are multiple ways you can get them. And if you happen to get all of them, then there are some redundant ones, such as this here. Either that, or I have to return to the lady if I want to pick up the reward. Good thing I didn't rest at any benches closer by then, because I'll be able to just quit and reload back there. Before I do that though, there's one more thing in the recent area I want to check. Something that I happened across when looking up information for the things that I was missing. It's not in here, it's in Greenpath, so I'll see you when I make it back there. So, here we are again, at the cabin of Nailmaster Shio. I'm just gonna let this speak for itself. Oh, look who's joined us. We have quite a merry crowd now, don't we? This fellow came wandering into my hut, quite distraught and on his own quest for a new calling in life. We talked and found a common love of creating and building and honing a craft. So now we make art together. It's good to have company. I hadn't realized how lonely I was. It's like being together with my brothers again. Stay with us if you like. Building these mottos takes patience and a light touch. It's worth it though, seeing the grand old knights of Hallownest come to life before our eyes. Mighty Hegemar was always my favorite. What a towering figure he was, though surprisingly soft-spoken for one so large. They were all impressive in their own right, of course. Fierce Dryer, Kindly Ismer, Mysterious Zemmer, and the other one. Hey, how dare you forget the Dung Knight? I'm assuming that's who he's referring to by the other one.
Ranjo Stenja.
Oh, hello, traveler. How strange that we should meet again in a world as vast as this. I must thank you for not killing me when I asked you to. I was irritated at first, but I had some time to think up there, and I soon saw the wisdom in your decision. The world is made of more than metal and weapons. I set out exploring and soon found my way here. Shio is a master of many arts, and has promised to teach me what he can. I think I'll be quite happy here. And, though it doesn't show it on the screen, I really wish I was recording achievements. The Happy Couple achievement. You were looking for gay bugs? Well, here they are.
Ranjo Stenja.
We're building a full suite of the Kingdom's Knights. In their time, I barely ever paid them attention, but Shio keenly remembers each. It's so refreshing, nothing like the crude practice of nail work. I just love all the intricate details.
Jonsha.
This is fabulous. I'd never have believed my claws capable of such deft construction. An age spent toiling alone. This is much nicer. Oh, and he's still thinking about his brothers. Well, I'll just leave you two alone. Oh, so while traveling back across the Blue Lake, I discovered this extra putrid egg. You don't need to find these for the sake of completion, but since I'm here and I noticed it, I might as well pick it up. I wonder how many of those and the other geo-collectibles that you can find there are remaining in the game. Since you don't need them for completion, I'm not going to bother picking any of them up. Not to mention they'd be a huge pain in the ass to find. If you think trying to find the last mask shot is a pain, oh boy, those would be even worse, I am sure. Oh. Quill left somewhere. His nail behind. Hopefully he too found a new purpose in life. Alright, so I'm really hoping I acquire the last mask shard from the morning lady over here. If not, well, I guess it's back to the Steam discussion page for me, trying to figure out which one out of the, like, 20 or so mask shards I'm missing. Ugh. That's not gonna be fun. Maybe I'll look up a video, then I'm more likely to recognize the ones that I've collected before, and which ones I haven't. But hopefully I won't actually need to do that. Come on, game. Throw me a bone here for once. Perfect. And now I'm masked. That's the name of the achievement that popped up. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I should have 100% completion now. I have all mask shards, all vessel fragments, all spells and their upgrades, a fully upgraded nail, all essence that I need. You only need 2400 to get the Seer's final dialogue, all 3 nail arts, every collectible in the game, I'm pretty sure, every single charm, including Salubra's Blessing, which is not really a charm and maybe I'd be better without, but I need it for the sake of completion, so there you go. The only thing I could possibly be missing at this point would be having fought one of the Warrior's Dreams, because those count towards completion as well, and you can potentially miss them since you can acquire essence from other sources. I guess I'll find out as soon as I rest at the Temple of the Black Egg and can actually see my completion percentage. Hopefully I have 100, so this long and enjoyable dream can finally end. As great as it has been, everything must come to an end in its own time. If you try and drag things out, you'll just end up a decayed husk. That's the lesson that Hollow Knight is trying to teach you.